Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to install a Klein Inconel exhaust in a McLaren 650S.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan and that is Tyler. And joining us soon will be Josh, but we are in my garage and this channel is all about the supercar ownership experience. And if you're like me, one of the things that sucks about most supercars from the factory is the exhaust is a little bit boring. Not all the time, but some of the time. Especially when you have turbo cars, it just, you just want more. You know, like, this doesn't sound bad. It really doesn't. It doesn't sound bad, but we know we can get it to sound better. So we're gonna be able to get a lot more of the turbo noise. It's gonna have probably flames shooting out of it, which I'm a fan of. And of course, it's gonna be a little bit louder and just to have a better pitch. We'll show you the Klein Inconel exhaust in just a second, but we're gonna start off with just firing it up and giving you a couple revs. So anyway, enjoy these sounds and then we'll start wrenching. All right, apparently we need the wing to be down in order to do this, and it's not going down. We might have to Google how to do this. Why did it go up?
Well, I put it in track mode to that got the limiter to go off,
Yeah.
so I can actually rev it.
But then it's all like, oh.
Yeah, now it's got to be in track mode.
So the wing has to be down at the start, right?
Yeah, because he said you have to. McMedic said you have to put it back in the exact same spot. So trying to match this is a lot harder than just full down.
Good point. Yeah. If you put it, so the problem is we have to remove the wing to get access, and if you put the wing on in anything other than the spot it was at, the computer's gonna be very unhappy.
Yeah. So you only move it up so you can get to the bolts, but if you have stuff that we can get to the bolts.
Yeah, we can get to it.
Okay.
Oh, well then, we don't need that.
Problem solved.
Solving problems with better tools. This has to come off. This has to come off. The fender liners have to come off. So in order to get those off, you have to get the wheels off. So we're gonna have to put this thing up in the air, and then you don't actually have to work on the car from underneath. Here's the thing. So long as we don't drop anything, we won't have to raise the car up and remove the bottom panel.
So long as
I was
we
thinking
don't-
about that this morning. I'm like, oh God, please don't drop any tools.
There might be a 10 mil socket just
Right.
living in the.
Depending on what gets dropped, if anything gets dropped, we may or may not just leave it forever. So that's the basic idea. Get these panels out, and then the exhaust is all right here. So, I mean, it's easy, reasonable, easy access. It's gonna be hot as shit. So, and that's the thing. In order to get access, we also need this wing off to get this panel off, right? So I guess this would be first, then this, or then this, then this.
I think this all is bolted together.
Yeah, probably.
But
Okay, well, let's line up, make sure we can get it up in the air first. All right, Tyler pulled out the front tub and is disconnecting the battery. And you don't technically have to do this, but we're doing it out of abundance of caution. The reason is because apparently the right side turbo sits really close to the starter wires. Last thing we need to do is arc a wrench against starter wires.
yeah,
That's really
let's
scary.
not hurt ourselves.
Yeah, hurt ourselves and possibly catch the car on fire. That sounds wonderful.
In your house. Yeah.
Yeah, don't shut that, remember?
No, I know.
Actually, we should tie a rag around that.
Yeah, that's a good point. And the clamshell.
Yeah, and the
too.
clamps on the rear. Okay, here is the glorious Klein Inconel exhaust with the heat shielding. So it's got the Inconel wrap around the cats to kind of help reduce some of the heat. Dude, this is so light for a Cadillac converter. It's absurd. That section weighs literally nothing. I mean, it just weighs absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you can lift that with a pinky. Just
Oh yeah, no, it's just crazy. Tyler went with the cats because he was fearing it would be too loud. I mean, yeah, that's not much exhaust
yeah.
there.
I don't have anything to prove. I don't need it to be the loudest car in the world. I would just like to be more.
Well, and those are sport cats, so they still might let it shoot some fireballs. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yes, we are hoping for that, but listen to that. Oh yeah, that's be glorious. Klein is the best. By the way, if you want to buy some Klein stuff, go to our website, normalguysupercar.com. Okay, we're gonna just bump it up, make sure the posts sit in the right spots before we lift it. Okay, make sure it's not crunching anything. Looks good over here. All right, we just gotta get the wheels and fender liners out for now. Got the first one off. Just gotta get the second one and the fender liner. I'll start wrenching on this if you want to get the other wheel. If I remember right, it's all just 10 mils.
I think we swapped them out to that.
Yeah.
It was a hodgepodge before.
That's right, it was. It's mixed bag, and now it's 10 mils. Okay, we'll get that off. All right, when you're taking off the fender liners on these cars, you don't have to remove the TPMS. You can just disconnect it right there. So it's just a crap load of bolts. I mean, there is a ton of bolts. Look at this. This is the pile of bolts that came out. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, so you can see in here, there's the heat shielding around the cats. They bolt up to the turbos right up there. So I disconnected the O2 sensors. So those are disconnected, and we will get those taken out so we don't accidentally damage them while removing the exhaust. Plus, I'll make sure there's nothing sticking out. So I'll just use my little O2 wrench. It's gonna be a tight squeeze, but I think we can get in there. So I'm using my little O2 wrench. You kind of want one of these if you're doing this sort of stuff. But yeah, just unclip them and then use that guy, break them loose, and try not to burn the crap out of yourself like I just did. So we're removing the wing. It's a 4mm Allen's, and we're using a wee little tool because you don't have much clearance and we don't want to scratch the paint. But once we get that off, then we can take off this panel, theoretically. Okay, so we got the wing out of the way, and Tyler was just saying apparently there's 4 bolts that are like here and here, and the only way to get to it is through the wheel well. That's all right, whatever. McLaren for you. Oh, good. It didn't have any pressure.
Well, it had a little.
Tiny bit of pressure.
But a little pressure is better than no pressure.
Yeah, well, it
In a
means it's still
McLaren.
holding. Oh, wait, yeah. Well, this clear?
That's what I was thinking. Maybe we did need them up.
All right, you probably can't see it, but the bolt is right there and right there. So you can get to them, just it's gonna be a little bit of like a tricky. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of room. Might have to do like the extension from hell thing. I'm not totally in love with this part of McLaren's.
I don't know if we can see your arm. That's how deep it's in there.
Yeah. The hard part is you just can't get a good angle to like really move the ratchet. I think I did it better this way.
Yeah, that did work for that back one.
Where was it?
Better way to work on a car than not look at it.
There it is.
There you go.
You little bastard. And then I think this one came in from down here. That
Yeah.
one. That's much better. There. Okay, that one's not too terrible, actually. It's definitely not the tightest space I've ever worked on in a car,
Yeah.
but it's not great.
All that to make this wiggly.
Josh has entered the room. So this is loose now, but it bumps up against that, and we're not sure how to get around these. This is going to be fascinating.
Well, if this comes out, I think this will slide forward and then we can pull it out that way.
But
No
these, I don't.
Well, no, but once this is out of the way, this whole piece will slide forward. If we can move this out of
Like
the
the
way.
plastic piece?
Enough to where we can get it around the...
Maybe.
Maybe.
Is there a way to make it go all the way up?
A little late for that.
I think you can just pull on it.
Yeah, we just gotta mark it so we can put it back.
Yeah. It needs to be where it was.
There's not an electric way to do it, like with the scan tool?
Oh.
We didn't check that.
Might be.
We can check it. I mean, might as well.
Look at the big brain on Josh. All right, so we actually had to yeet on the wing to pull them up so it'll clear. There it goes.
Yeah. You need this compressed to clear it. That's
Yeah,
why.
without this being compressed, it won't clear. Now I think it will.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot. That whole heat shield comes with it. That's crazy.
Yeah, still gotta figure out that.
Yeah, this still needs to go forward. Unless you can go backwards. Can you go backwards? No. No. No.
No.
It hits it. So we're putting a little scotch tape to...
This is not scotch tape, it's
or
masking tape.
Masking tape. Whatever. Masking tape. It's from the Scotch brand.
Okay, Dad.
God. Whatever. Masking tape to make sure it doesn't get scratched up too bad. So the catch is this thing has 2 bolts in the front that are really easy to get to and 1 bolt in the back that is really, 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 really difficult to get to. You don't have to take it out all the way. You just got to loosen it enough so it can pop out. It's like it's not a full thing like this. It's kind of like this. So it's just kind of a compression fit. And then once that's out of the way, then we can pull this forward. The problem is like we just can't get enough leverage to get it out to clear. Twist 1 Push down the other. That's
Oh,
it, right
there you
there. Oh, dude, right there. You're clear.
Why'd you put the tape on?
Damn it! We could have gotten it a while ago. Oh, hey, look.
See, now we know.
Hey.
Look at that little cute muffler.
I love the heat shielding on this.
Yeah, that's actually nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Whoa.
Nice.
Look at that cute muffler.
Oh
so
man, we're
cute.
about to open this bad boy up.
Oh, dude. Look at that thing.
Yeah, compared to the
That's-
X-Bite? Where should I set this?
I will give McLaren credit. They are using the nice, easy clamps. Look at those. Let's get those undone. Bolts there. That's for the rear section. The front section, clamps that are in the fender liners that we got to get to.
I think you have to pull the heat shielding too.
Off.
Yeah, those doesn't clear.
I'm assuming you don't have to put that back on the new one, right? Because you've got heat shielding on the cats.
I think we do. At least the upper
I mean, yeah, I would if
Because
we
that goes
can.
all the way around the cats.
If we can, let's do it. These guys are actually a 6-point. It's like a reverse Torx. It's a E12. So if you don't have that, you might need one of those. And then those are just regular old 13s, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Standard exhaust stuff.
Okay, let's give it another go. Slide it forward
Oh yeah.
and out.
Whoop. It's stuck on. Oh, nothing. Poof.
Nice.
There it is. Oh, this is pretty heavy.
It looks like it.
I mean, it's not that bad, but compared to the
Compared to the new exhaust.
new one, it's
Oh, dude.
probably a fourth of the weight.
I think you just leave it like that.
Right?
Just turn.
We'll get a broomstick and we'll just gut the cats out
Yeah.
Dude, no.
and then start it and it'll blow all
Just
of
put some turn downs that go straight up. Let's do it. Come on.
Sky
600
exhaust.
600 LT exhaust on a 650.
Tyler already spent a ton of money on
Yeah.
this exhaust. So.
Enough.
I know. Okay, fine.
I can't even charge back. I wrote a check.
Oh yeah. Dumbass. We got the mounts, the mounting brackets unbolted, and Josh did the clamps.
Yeah, I did the clamps by the turbo.
I think that's it. So we try and wiggle them out, maybe? My Max Jack has a quick connect, and that goddamn thing's leaking like crazy. So that's bullshit, man. This thing's like been used 4 times, and it's already leaking like a ton. I think I need to just get rid of the quick connects and just like hard line it. My thought was I could run a hard line like up into the ceiling and then actually mount the unit over there somewhere, get it out of the way, and just have it like permanently mounted on the wall. Anyway, so now I have a bucket full of rags because it's pissed out so much fluid. Fun. Well, anyway, got it up in the air, and we're going to try and get those out. So we had to remove the heat shields off of the downpipe before the cats. Kind of hard to see, but there's the downpipe, and actually it looks like maybe there's a pre-cat. I don't know. Anyway, so now we can try and wiggle it out, maybe. Yay! Look at that turd.
How bad's the cat? That's my question.
How bad is the cat?
Cat.
It does have a pre-cat.
It does, a big one.
Wow, so it's got a pre-cat and a cat. Pretty good amount louder.
Yeah.
You might get a check engine light.
It says with those cats, it's not supposed to.
It's not supposed to?
Yeah, with the 200 cell
Okay.
cats in
Well,
the
you know what it has in it? Did you look in the front one? It's
Yeah,
actually
it's got a
little
mini
screen.
cat.
It's got a tiny little cat.
That's not a screen, that's a cat.
Tiny
Like
little
mini little cat.
That's cool. So
Yeah.
maybe it
So
won't.
it's just a tiny cat for the O2
Uh-huh.
sensor.
Sweet little guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, Klein.
Yeah.
All right, YouTube. We set a goal for ourselves. We've been working on this since about 11. And it's currently 2 or 3. Haven't had lunch yet, so we're like, okay, we just got to get this one last downpipe out. Then we're going to go eat a burger. I don't know if we're going to be able to put that back in.
Well, we'll play with it. Can you just pull it out now?
Hold on, I'm trying to get the other one out. There it is.
Oh shit.
Don't fall. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hang on.
It's a girl.
Twins.
Twins.
All right, back from lunch. We got to put the heat shields on the new pipes and then shove the new pipes back in the hole. In the hole! Then we can put in the exhaust, bolt the shit back together, fire this bitch up, and throw some fire. Fire! 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 Okay, so there's one thing about the McLaren exhaust that I dislike over doing the Ferrari exhaust. It's actually kind of easier as far as like access and whatever. What sucks is all the heat shielding is so sharp. So damn sharp. We've all been cut multiple times now. Like literally we're bleeding all over the exhaust. So if you like pain, this is for you. all you sadists, or is it sadist? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. No, wait, that'd be masochist.
Yeah, masochist.
Masochist, all of you guys, you're gonna love this. All right, we got the right pipe in. So the new O2 sensor location is way up there. And so the connector is way down here.
Is it long enough?
We'll find out. Probably
No.
not. I don't think so. We're gonna have to pop off that clip. All right, so for any of you that are doing this, you have to pull the O2 sensor wire harness off the mounting points on the chassis.
There's this one here,
Yeah, there's one down there and one up there.
and there's wire looms that go right here.
Yeah, the
and
wire
there.
loom's up there, and you got to get it so that it's way up there because the rear O2 sensor is way up here, and the wire on these O2 sensors is really short. You got to relocate stuff, but hooray, we didn't have to cut any wires. That's good. Okay, we've got Josh working on clamping the left side, and Tyler is finishing up the right side. We've got it all clamped up. He's putting in the O2 sensor, and then, oh, mama, look at that. Oh, yes. That is sex right there. Oh, shit. It looks so good.
Try to adjust and we'll tighten these clamps and we're all done up here.
Yeah, we were setting the tips to make them look nice, and
This is
Dan's finishing up that
It's
side.
not perfect. It's like a 1/4 inch off.
Okay, YouTube, we finally have it bolted in place, I think, right?
Hooray!
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, O2 sensor in and tight, clamps are tight, mounts are tight, centered as it's gonna be. Too bad we're never gonna see this again.
Yep.
I need to take a picture of that just so you guys can see it.
Did it break your bit?
Yeah, I wasn't even going that hard.
That's what she said.
Okay, rear deck panel's on, wing is on, getting the wheel liners in, and then wheels on, coolant tank back on, and then holy shit, battery, and then start it up. All right, so apparently you're supposed to push the wing back down to where it was. Should we try that gently? Gently. Okay. And it should be pretty much flush with this. Oh, it's getting tight.
Yeah, just trying not to force it or anything.
Holy shnikes. It's ready to fire up. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. You can feel it in your chest now. The turbo's Oh, the turbos sound so good. Sorry that's gonna be so dark, YouTube, but
It took us 9 hours. We were told it was going to take 9 hours.
oh, you can hear the turbos so much more.
Yeah, you can.
Already. Whoa, it's louder. That's so much better. Dude, it's so much better.
I could hear it from pretty far away.
So much more turbo noise. Oh, the turbo noise.
I could hear the turbos whistling from like also pretty far away.
Nice. Well, YouTube, I think it's safe to say that that was a success. It sounds so much better, a lot louder. Like, but it's good loud. It's a good sound. It's a lot throatier, grumblier, and you can hear the turbos, like really hear the turbos now.
It's a lot higher pitch too.
Yeah,
Like,
it's got a lot higher
in the
pitch.
Fourth gear pull, it was.
Oh man, it feels like it's pulling faster and hard. Like it feels like it spools up faster and it pulls a little bit harder. So Klein Exhaust, we sell them. NormalGuySupercar.com, go check it out. And if you need to get a custom quote, send us an email, sales@NormalGuySupercar.com. But we're exhausted. That's gonna do it for this video. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. We do appreciate it. If you guys could like, share, and subscribe. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. It's gonna be sweet.